Hello, this is Nathan. In this video, I want to talk about something that a lot of people in the law of attraction circles always speak about. But going beyond that idea to explaining it such that you are able to move with more power. Now, that idea is believing that you already have received what it is that you want, right? They say, picture yourself or imagine, visualize yourself in that state. The question is, why is that the case? And how can you perform a manifestation faster than just thinking positive and attracting that which you want? Now, here's the thing. So many times people are told to believe things, right? Think positive and you'll get what you want. But if you do not really know how it works, you're limiting your ability to express faith, right? The strongest kind of faith is backed by understanding, is backed by an awareness. If I told you I was capable of something and you saw me doing that thing, which one would you be more confident in? Or if I told you to do something, or if I actually explained why you were doing it, told you why it would be beneficial for you, and also explained why you couldn't fail, which one would you be more confident in? And so this is the reason why I want to talk about this concept as far as the law of attraction goes, such that when you are done watching this video, when you are visualizing or trying to manifest your good in your life, you can always fall back on this law. Because I've always said, and I always teach my coaching clients, have faith in the law. If you do not have faith in yourself, have faith in the principle of the law, because the law never fails. Okay? So what we want to do today is speak of the law of reversibility. The law of reversibility. Okay? Or you can also call it the law of inverse transformation. Okay, what exactly does this mean? Now, very simply, it means this. I'm going to express it. It's not really mathematics, but hopefully you understand very easily. It means that 1 plus 1 equals 2. In essence, I could just say 2 equals 1 plus 1. If these two things are equal, if this guy can create this guy, this one should be able to create that. That's the basic essence in mathematics. The very fact that things are reversible. It goes on with several laws in nature. Newton's third law of motion states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. When you push something, the opposing force is basically equal to what you put out. Okay? The law of conservation of energy says that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, right? It just is transformed from one state to another. What does all of that have to do with manifestation and the law of attraction? Here's the thing. Now, we know that if you can realize a state, okay? If you are to think of making getting that job you want, or realizing a certain state, making $1 million, or being this person that you always want to be. When you make $1 million, you say, oh man, I'm going to be so happy. I can imagine myself doing this. I imagine myself doing that. This is how I would feel. A state creates a certain emotional response in you. Okay? That state equals emotional response. So, based on the law of reversibility or inverse transformation, the emotional response should also elicit the state. If you can invoke this emotional response, if you can get into the feeling of the wish fulfilled, how it would feel if you were to get this, it is law that you should be able to reverse engineer that state. Again, you might say, oh, well, Nathan, I don't think that's possible. Well, here are some examples in history. Until man realized that this was possible, the principles never change. We just have to discover them. For instance, with the phonograph, right? You had voice created vibration in the metal. It was later on that we discovered that this vibratory signal can be reversed to create voice. Hence, the phonograph and then the telephone and everything else came along. Because that same frequency, that same vibratory signal that was created in the metal, if properly translated, would reproduce the voice that created it. There was one example. It was also noted that electricity could create heat. And then later down the road, they realized that that same heat can be inversely transformed to create electricity. Magnetism can create electricity. Electricity can create magnetism. So, is there really a reason for the exception that your thought, the state can create the emotion, and if so, the emotion should be able to create the state? This is law. If you apply the law of inverse transformation or the law of reversibility to your life, you will end up having some really powerful manifestations. I want to draw your attention to another example. In the Bible, if you are a Christian, if you're not, use it for reference, okay? Because I like to refer to science and I like to refer to theology or religion or the Buddha, whatever it is to drive the point home. The Christ said, whatever it is that you believe, if you believe that you have received, you will receive. He was basically saying, imagine the state of the will fulfilled. Believe and you shall receive. Because once you believe, that stuff becomes real in your life. And another part in the scripture, it says that he calleth the things that which were unseen as if they were seen. And so as you contemplate who you want to be, as you contemplate the reality that you wish to create in your life, don't worry about how am I going to do it? I don't have the resources. I don't have the this. I don't have the that. What you need to do is contemplate, sit quietly, and ask yourself, how would it feel if I had this? What do I see? How would I act? And start behaving that way. Put yourself in an emotionally charged state such that you can invoke the law of reversibility. I hope that this explanation makes the law of attraction and all the principles behind it a lot more scientific, and thus by doing so you will have faith backed by understanding and not just blind faith, because this is the essence of living a controlled life. When you can do it and know how it works and you're confident you can do it again and you're confident that it's not going to fail, that is the very essence of faith. I thank you for watching this video. As usual, my name is Nathan Akpan. Thank you.